Salutations! My name is Cortoso, and welcome back to another episode from the Tales of Cartonia. Last episode we started creating this tree farm, and it's working just fine. And now I have slowly started on changing the walls, and started by adding one of these overhangs on the inside. We already had one on the outside. It's hard to see through the fence, but it's there. Main reason to keep out spiders. Of course, the interior ring isn't for keeping out spiders. It's to make the design I have in mind look good. I'm also slightly experimenting with the sound settings. So, yeah, be wary of that. What I'm doing right now is just planting tree, killing it whenever it grows. Not replanting it just yet, because we're also going to add a sort of ceiling. It's not really a ceiling or a roof, whatever you want to call it. Oh, I'm down. It's just to prevent these from growing into those huge branchy oaks. So they have a lot of wood, but they take much more time than they're worth. As you might be able to see, I have also started kind of trying to make the floor look a bit better. Of course, this doesn't look very good just yet. I ran out of wheat, and having such a big wheat field, you might think, well, that's a good thing. Sure, technically it is, but it's also very daunting and depressing to see that whole field and be like, I have to harvest all of that. Of course, you don't have to harvest all of it, but I do. It's just my quirk. So yeah, and I'm not quite sure what to do here. Maybe pumpkins will look fine, or glowstone. Maybe I need whatchamacallit, yellow carpet. That's the word I was looking for. Ooh, food, saplings. If I ever get too much of these saplings, I just throw them into a furnace. And that will be the end of those. So, the wall has two sides. Well, of course you might say, but that's not necessarily true. Some walls you build, and they have one way of looking at it. And then you build an exterior and an interior wall. This one is one wall for both sides. So you can see here it looks extremely bland. It's just plain boring, really. Well, over here it looks a lot better because you have this inclined piece over there and over there. So whatever I'm going to do with the design of the wall, I'll have to make it so that it looks good on both sides. And that's going to be quite the challenge. I need some wood stairs. I also need some wood logs that I just converted into wood. Oh well, plenty more where that came from. Let's put you back over there. Grab some logs, and in the morning we can start our work. Sure, it's not going to be enough. I hope that's going to be enough. Let's just grab a little bit more. I'll see you in the morning. Alright, so we're back over here, and it is morning. So put down some more trees. Also decided to, in fact, glass this. So, yeah. Now, for the wall design, it's not going to be extremely fancy or anything. Let's take a part where it's a bit more visible. Something like this. Excuse me. In basic, it's going to be like this, and same goes over here, like so. That's the start of the change of the design. Still looks a bit strange like this, really framed. So by doing this, it gets a bit more character, more depth to it, which is always good. And doesn't look nearly as being framed. Now for the inside, it looks okay. But this is the whole reason why this extra border is here, because if there isn't, that looks really weird. Now it seems to support this, whereas before it seems like something was placed on top of the log, which just looked really weird. I think I already mentioned it several times. Of course, as soon as you get a whole... oh, bother. As soon as you get a whole wall going, starts to look better. Unfortunately, I cannot leave the lower block. Just wood. It would be cheaper, but you would see that on the inside. Oh, bit of frame rate drop. Let's grab this while we're here. And you might wonder, why don't you place one of the stairs on the inside as well? I don't know. I might, but not very likely. Doesn't seem to look as good, in my opinion. Right, get some more wood. Yeah, I didn't replant. So I'm going to cut down some trees and place those logs all over the place. And I'll be back with you. This is how it's looking now. I really think it's a lot better, in my opinion. I ended up doing this with the gates, not doing this because that makes it look really bulky, and it's actually just already bulky enough. So no. However, the interior walls, still think they're too flat, too plain. There's not enough interesting going on in there. So I have thought about that, of course. And this part looked a bit, I don't know, wasn't really my taste. So I decided to do is change this up a bit. I'm going to take you out first, and of course you fall the other way. Oh, food. Priorities. Because I don't really have a lot of food anywhere. I'm taking anything I can find. Took some saplings. Almost all the trees are gone. Maybe 2 or 3 are left, which is fine. Didn't have any big ones, which is even better. Anyway, back outside. So we're here. We place a half slab. Then take these 2 out, otherwise it would be very difficult to place that half slab. And do it like that. It gives a little bit of depth and interest to it. And advantage of doing it this way, it's the same on the inside. And that wasn't really clever. So, no, not like that. Like that. And I think that looks a lot better. So, oh yeah, there are 2 white ones as well. Nope. Guess I'll just do this. Yeah, that will work. We'll have to. So, the first snapshots of 1.7 have come out. I have taken a look at them. And so far they're pretty promising. New biomes, which is nice. Lots of new flowers. Actually, a lot of new flowers. Not quite sure why they're on a flower spree over there, but whatever. Whatever floats the boat. As far as I believe, not new mobs. Though fishing has been changed and is a lot cooler now. It's actually worthwhile to fish. Not only can you catch fish, which is pretty logic, pretty rational. You can also catch junk like bones and rotten flesh and lots of stuff. You can also collect really good things. While testing it out, I got a bow. I don't know why you can catch a bow with a fishing rod, but you can in this game, or will be able to. And yeah, you can also catch a lot of other things, and eventually they will add the option to craft underwater breathing potions, or that might already be in there, I don't know. The potions themselves are, the crafting I have not yet tested. But the ingredient is a pufferfish. And you can enchant fishing rods and whatnot, which is really nice. The second snapshot has come out as well. That's one I'm really happy with, because the main change in that one is the ability to change the dimensions of your portal. Your in the nether portal. Right now it's 2 by 3. Yeah, the portal itself is 2 by 3. So the obsidian frame is 4 by 5. And they changed that up. It can now be 23 by 23. It still has to be at least the same size as a current portal, but you could make a 3 high and 21 long wall of portal, which can be really cool. And of course you can also just make a 3 by 3 portal in a 5 by 5 obsidian frame, which is an odd number, and that pleases a lot of people, including me. I've also seen screenshots on Twitter where he experimented, he being Dinnerbone, with circular portals. That would be really cool, but they aren't added in the game yet. I don't know if they will be. Maybe that's just too much of a hassle to include that. I don't know. We'll see. Or not. So I am looking forward to that. I'm not going to play those snapshots in this world, quite simply because they themselves, Mojang, actually want you to not use the snapshots on existing worlds, because whenever new biomes are generated, it will create a very messy transition with your existing ones, which is one thing, but that might also happen between different versions of the snapshot. So if you keep every snapshot, you might have really weird changes in your terrain, and a lot of them. So that's why we're not going to be using the snapshots. Of course, when 1.7 does come out, we will play it in this world. I'm going to stick around in 1.6. So that's as far as the snapshots are concerned. Don't believe I missed anything in those snapshots to mention. I don't think I have. You can enchant fishing poles, I believe I said that. If I haven't, then I have now. And they will help you catch a specific type of loot. So you can have lure enchantment, which increases the chance of getting a fish, and the treasures of the deep, or something like that, which increases your chances of getting treasure, like enchanted books and bows and other fishing rods and usual stuff. So looking forward to that. Not quite sure how long it will take for them to finish it up, but of course I hope they do it as soon as possible. But I prefer that they also do it as bug-free as possible. It's all good and all if they try to rush it because everybody wants it, But if that results in worlds corrupting, then no thank you. Anyway, it's getting night. Going to bed, and when we're back, we're going to start construction on the things in the sky. Bit lost for words, sorry. So, oh, wrong button. This is the general impression from the outside. The wall right now, I'm gonna like it. Though it does make this look a bit weird, so I might change that. I also might not. Who knows? Anyway, it's time to start on the cross beams. So I lined out those poles to be in line with the tree. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those cross beams. I have a design in mind. I have not, however, tested it on a large scale. In the creative world, I just created 2 segments and tested on that. It looked good on that, but I'm not quite sure what will happen if we do it over here. So I want those cross beams to be 8 high. I want a beam across that makes sure that they won't grow beyond 8. So they will just be an extension of this one. Those. They're already 4 high. 5, 6, 7, 8. And is this sufficient? No. Right. And we'll have supports in the actual crossbeam. Like this. I chose not to do that with logs. Because, well, actually, this is a lot easier to assure it's spawn proof. That's really the only reason, to be honest. Itch on my nose, sorry. So we bring this across, which isn't all that riveting. And we're down, and we go up again. Guess you never keep it down. Supports and the upside, like this. Now just having one of these across is of course a bit bland, so we're not going to do that. Let me think. To come down 1. Right. Okay, let's remove you and place you. Let's get down there and place you. Oh, that worked. Where's the slab? There it is. Get you over there. And now it's a little face. Kind of dragon head thingy. Do the same over there, of course. Symmetry. How am I going to do this? That works in part. Yeah. Oh, I guess this works as well. That doesn't. You go over there. You go over there. Right. And no. No. Yes. And yes. Good, 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 good. So that's the idea I had. Let's take a look at how that looks. Ow. Well, I don't know. That looks a bit weird, bland, all of the above. The problem is, don't really have a good alternative. So we'll just have a look at how that will come out if we have all of them over there. Yeah, this is what I have to do. Too much of my inventory. So, oh, hi. Again, this is probably not the smartest thing to do. No, because now I have to bit my way up again. Right. No. You know what? I'll cut. And I'll see you again once I have all the pillars installed. There we go. The last of the cross beams has been placed. Let's take a look. That's kind of okay, I guess. Let's take a look from the inside. Oh, hello, tree. From the inside it does look quite cool, actually. But I think what bothers me most about them is those things. They look really out of place. So let's try spruce wood instead of the normal oak stairs. Let's see if that makes a significant difference and if it's a good difference. Let's grab. There we go. I believe I have some. Yeah, there we go. I don't know how much spruce wood I have actually, but let's first see if it makes a significant difference. Also added this small lake as a water source. I might do some terraforming and make it bigger or whatever, but in due time. Oh yeah. As long as it works. Oh. Careful aiming. There we go. Let's take a look from afar. Yeah, I think that I like that a lot better. Blends in more with the logs. But that does mean I have to do them all over again. Right, let's see how much spruce wood we have, because what I have in my inventory right now isn't going to be enough. Okay, this might be problematic. Let me think, we have 5 cross beams, each cross beam is 10 pillars. I'm short 2. 4 even. Well, blimey. So, I'll change that, because I'll do that off camera. Not only is repetitive, I also have to get some spruce wood. Don't have any saplings. No, I'll be right back. So here we go. I changed all of those strands up with spruce wood. I think it looks a lot better now. I think it looks okay. In the meantime, some trees have grown. I changed the bottom part to mirror the top part, but then in birch. at the Kerai main building, I've also implemented the logs. I see I've got a small part there. Well, that'll come later. That took quite a while. It's looking a lot better already. Still some plans for that. This one actually looks kind of cool in my opinion. I have considered making another one of those cross beams over here, but decided against it in the end. So, I hope you liked the episode. It's been a bit more buildy, and I like building, so for me it's good. I hope it's been fun for you to watch as well. So, on that note, my name's Cryptocell, and I hope to see you again next time.